Hello, my friends. Today we are doing November's Shop My Stash. Before I start, let's just get all this shit out of the way. I can't believe time is passing by so fast. 2021 feels like it barely happened. Holy shit, I can't believe it. Okay, now let's get into the video. So today my goal is really to use, genuinely shop my stash. Use some old ass products. So that is what I'm going to do today. I'm just gonna do my regular priming routine though. I'm gonna use my Makeup Forever Mattifying Primer to begin. Whew, my hands are cold. And I'm also going to use my e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. I'm making my way through this thing. It's going. And then I'm going to take my L'Oreal True Match Lumi Glotion and 901 Fair Glow. Yep. Take this on the back of my hand and then just put this on the high points of my face and blend her in. For foundation, I'm going to use my L'Oreal Infallible 24-Hour Fresh Wear Foundation. If you're curious, I use the shade 400 Pearl. I almost exclusively use the latest shade in every foundation, so if you're ever curious about what foundation shade I use, it's always the latest one. And also just blend this in, obviously. Alright, now it's brow time. So I got my little spoolie and I got my little soap. And I'm just gonna put my spoolie in said soap. And just run this through my brows. I haven't been slicking them, laminating them as intensely recently. I've been trying to use this in a more a little bit of more of a subtle way. Not necessarily saying that I have subtle brows, because I don't think I do, but not fully sticking them down to my head. Basically just brushing them through. And while I let my brows set, I'm just going to prime my eyes using my NARS Smudge Proof eyeshadow base. And then I'm just going to take also a little bit of concealer. This is just Maybelline Fit Me, just right on the inner parts of my eyes before I use eyeshadow. Sometimes I do just stick down these hairs on this arch of my left brow because they won't stay up otherwise. They will just stay completely flat. And then I'm just going to take my NYX Lift and Snatch Brow Tint pen in the shade Ash Brown and fill my brows in. Alright, so right eyebrow is looking good. Left eyebrow is not looking the finest, but that's okay. Alright, so let's zoom in. Let's see. Okay, let's do this distance. Today, I'm going to be using ABH Soft Glam for eyeshadow. This is an oldie. It's an oldie. Excuse the car. But I did a look with this in the summer and I really actually was shocked at how it came out and how much I liked it. So I kind of just want to recreate that today. I'm going to start with Orange Soda. Oh my god, does it feel like we are in 2015? Or actually no, this palette I think came out in 2017? Well, update on my life, I'm still unemployed, which has been super fun. Actually, I don't mind it, but it's getting to the point where I'm noticing a dwindling in my savings, so if someone could offer me a job, that would be good. And we recently, my girlfriend and I went on a trip to Victoria, British Columbia, to visit my brother this past weekend, which was super fun. It was our first trip not post-COVID, but since COVID started, And it was really fun. It's a long way to travel, almost across the country because we're in Montreal and Victoria is obviously very on the far west coast, but It was really fun. It was like super actually relaxing and nice. We just went out to dinner and spent time with my dad. He came too, and it was good. It was really good. It's such a cute like little city, so we had a good time. But now we're just back to our regular lives. It's hard to believe that Christmas is coming, honestly. Now I'm going to take the shade Rustic. Also, well, what day is it? It's November 24th today, so we're right hot smack dab in the middle of Black Friday sale season, and it has been a lot. Last year, I didn't really shop Black Friday at all. I was kind of like, I don't want to buy anything, so it wasn't even that hard to ignore everything that was going on. But this year, it's like really, I've been tempted by so many things. I've been good so far. Like, I've only bought the things that I like have been planning to buy, and I didn't buy, like, I haven't bought anything extra. The Terra Moon sale is really like tempting me so much though, mostly because Terra Moon shadows are just so beautiful, and them having like a full restock is really like calling to me. But I'm trying to be strong. But it's hard out here. Like, it sounds so dumb, you know, or at least I feel kind of dumb when I'm like, oh my god, it's so hard not to shop all the sales, but like it genuinely is. There's like so much advertising on Instagram and everywhere. It's like, I don't know, kind of crazy, but I'm just trying to play it cool. Let me know how you all have been feeling about that. Have you shopped a lot on Black Friday? Have you, you know, managed to chill out a bit and not buy as much stuff? Or are you planning maybe on like waiting until Black Friday and then just going all out? Like, let me know where have you bought from, or if you haven't bought anything at all. I didn't realize like how much I truly would be tempted by stuff. Everyone's having a sale. Now I'm going to take Cypress Umber. What a classic shade. And use this to just deepen my crease. I can't believe I haven't hit pan on any of these shadows. I feel like I used this also, like this used to be my go-to neutral palette. Anytime I needed like any type of neutral look, I would reach for this. But this is the kind of depth that I'm trying to have in all of my palettes. You know, like I want to have Cypress Umber level depth in every palette I have. Okay, so I am back. My camera died, but I'm back in action to do the rest of my face. A new purchase, a new thing that's been added to my collection, the NYX Glitter Primer. I have been wanting to try this for a really long time. And so I looked online for this and it was on sale for $4. So I was like, now's the time to try it. I haven't fully formed my thoughts on it yet. I like it, but I genuinely haven't decided if it's better than spraying my brush or the same. So I'm just gonna, what I've been doing is just putting some on like a tiny bit on my brush and then just putting it on my lid where I want to apply my shadow. The only thing about it is that I feel as though I have a little bit less like playtime with my shadows. Like, I put it down and then, sorry, now I'm just gonna take Sultry. I'll show you in a second. Although this is not a new palette, I'm sure you guys know what it looks like. But yeah, I feel like because you have to like put the glitter primer on and then the shadow that you put on top of it obviously like is glued to the glitter glue, the glitter primer. how do I say this? It's just like stuck down and not as easy to blend out. So if I decide that I want to move the placement of my shadow or blend it out or add something, you know, in a different spot, it's not quite as foolproof as just like adding more shadow or blending it away. You know what I mean? Because like even here you can see the edge of where the glitter primer was, and it's not like impossible to blend out, but it's not quite as easy. It does obviously intensify your shadows and make them look really pretty. Perhaps a little bit more intense than just spraying my brush. I don't know, like I like it and I will continue to use it. But I genuinely just haven't formed my full thoughts on it yet. So I think maybe my point is it's a little bit easier to fuck up. Like I feel like just spraying your brush and putting like a shimmer down is just like way more foolproof than using this product, I think is what I'm trying to get at. Okay, so I just put the shade Sultry down, by the way. What am I gonna do? So I'm just gonna take a little bit more of Rustic, blend this over the edges, and take a little bit more Cypress Umber, blend the edges of Sultry out with that, and then build my outer corner up as well. And then I'm going to take Orange Soda one more time and just run this over the edge. So now I'm going to take Sultry with my finger and intensify that on my lid. And then I'm also going to take the shade Bronze and put that in the middle of my lid. Put that on the middle of my lid. I don't know, I just really like the way that this looks. The two of these shadows together. And then lastly, I'm going to take the shade Tempera and use this just to highlight my brow bone. Okay, so concealer time now. I'll bump you out a little bit. Hopefully this isn't too far away. It might be, but that's okay. I'm gonna use the Ordinary concealer. This is the shade 1.0 NS. I'm almost done this. I'm just gonna put this. Oh, I do find that I get maybe a little bit more fallout using this glitter primer as well. Again, fallout is not something that is a crazy deal breaker for me, but these are my observations as a very latecomer to using the NYX Glitter Primer. Then just blend it out as you do with concealer again. And then I'm just gonna spot conceal using my NARS Soft Matte Complete Concealer in the shade Chantilly. Before I powder, I'm going to take my Danessa Myricks Cream Bronzer in the shade Light. The Power Bronzer, I think is the official name. And put this all in my bronzed areas. Okay, now it's time for powder. So I'm using my Maybelline Fit Me Powder that I recently bought because I ran out of the L'Oreal one that I was using before. So I'm just going to put this under my eyes, on my chin, on my forehead, all the areas that I need a little bit of help in terms of oiliness. Well, I guess I don't really need help under my eyes, do I? And now I'm going to take my Hourglass Ambient Lighting Powder in Ethereal Light, take a little bit of that on my brush and brush this away. Now I'm going to take my Rimmel Stay Matte and just use this to set the other parts of my face. And use more of my Hourglass powder and just go over my whole face. And this is the base routine that I do like literally every single day. My base products don't really change because I typically only have like one at a time, mostly. But yeah, that's just what I do. I'm just gonna quickly zoom through my lower lash line now. So I'm gonna take Rustic, put that all underneath my eyes. Nothing too crazy. And I'm gonna take Cypress Ember, just deepen my lower lash line. And then I'm taking Orange Soda, blending it out. Okay, so for my inner corners, I'm gonna take the shade Fairy. And I'm just gonna spray this. I have used the glitter primer. This video is becoming just entirely about the NYX Glitter Primer. I've used this on my inner corners and I just prefer to spray my brush just because, I don't know, it feels like a lot in my inner corners and I prefer like the ability to blend it out a little bit more. Anyway, I'm gonna spray the shade Fairy and put this in my inner corners. I might go over this with my face highlighter as well, just because it's quite yellow. I just spit entirely. I just spit into this palette. Okay. And finally, I'm going to take Noir and just use this to really smoke out my outer corners. Okay, so that's the eyes mostly done. I'll probably go in and blend a little bit more later. I'm going to contour. I'm actually going to take my KVD Vegan Beauty Shade and Light eye palette because my Kevin Aquan contour smashed. I had like a little bit left and it smashed on the way home from Victoria. So I'm going to take the shade Lazarus here, this like grayish shade in the middle, and just use this to contour. I probably will get a new contour product. I haven't decided what to get yet, and this will suit me fine for the time being. I'm gonna take now for bronzer my unofficial Project Pan bronzer, Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer, and bronze it up. I'm gonna spray my face using the e.l.f. Stay All Night Micro Fine Setting Mist. Okay, hello, it's Laura from the future. This is a sneak peek of a video that will be coming on Wednesday, but unfortunately the camera cut off when I was doing my blush and my highlighter and I did not realize. So I'm just here to bridge the gap. In the video. If you were wondering, I'll have it linked, or not linked, but I'll have it listed down below. For my highlight, I used the ABH Sugar Glow Kit and I used the shade Marshmallow. I was really committed to, am I filming? Yes. I was really committed to truly using throwback OG products. And then for my blush, I used this Sephora blush palette. It just says blush palette. I feel like it's like the dark like version. I don't even know if they sell this anymore. And I used this like mid-toned like, it's not berry, like terracotta shade. So sad that it didn't record, but that's what I used on my face. So, okay, my camera cut off while I was applying my blush. So rude, but I think that's mostly it. Before I end, I'm just going to take some Essence Make Me Brow in Soft Brownie Brows and just run this through my eyebrows. And then take some Freck and put some freckles on. And then I will put my lashes on, put my lips on, and be back. Okay, so this is the finished look. I really love it. I just love a neutral smoky eye. What can I say? My hair is not fully dried, okay? So, judge me if you want, that's on you. Anyway, I just put random lashes on my lips. I used, this is actually new, this is the NYX lip pencil in the shade Nude Truffle. I recently got like 3 new NYX lip liners. I love this, it's really nice, and I used, this is old, the Nudestix Magnetic Matte Lip Color in the shade Sonoran. This was in the creator box that Samantha Ravendell did, so I bought it, blah, blah, blah. It came out a long time ago. It's like a neutral brown with almost like a gold, slight gold sheen. I don't love the gold sheen part of it, but it's not super obvious, and this might become my new favorite lip combo. I think it is very nice. Very, very nice. And that's all I did off camera, honestly. I just put liner on, and that's it. I put a black in my waterline, and yeah. This was truly a use products that I bought so long ago. Like, truly using old products in a way that I do my makeup now, which was kind of fun. This is truly epitomizing Shop My Stash. Like, ABH Soft Glam, ABH Glow Kit. I mean, this wasn't on my eyes, but the KVD Vegan Beauty Shade and Light palette. And this is not so old, but I personally bought this a while ago, this Sephora blush palette. Proud of myself, okay? I don't know how I used to use this highlighter so much. It's so yellow. Anyway, but overall I do really, really like this look. I'm happy to wear it all day. Thank you so much for watching. I will leave you now. And have a great December. I will see you soon. So I don't know why I'm acting as if I'm going away for a month. Okay, that's it. Thank you so much for watching. Bye, everyone.